What would you say are your goals, kind of the vision for and the future for your organization?
Sure. So there are a few things that we're working on, one of which is a brand relaunch. So I have um, the original four of us who founded the organization. Some have moved out of state, some have had children, there are different demands on time. So we recently recruited new board members with new ideas and new talents and new skills. So, as a result of our initial meetings, we've decided to do a brand relaunch for our organization. And that includes a new website, a new logo, some different social media presence. We have someone who's really big into Instagram and TikTok and Reels and stuff like that. And I'm 100 years old, so I'm just not as savvy. And so I'm really thrilled to have someone who's not 100 years old step into that space. And, we're looking at a relaunch. We're looking at what we affectionately call OPM, other people's money. So going for grants and things like that can help support our work. Um, and then we're really looking to streamline some of our processes so that people who get referred to us sort of get a little orientation about our organization and how things work um, before requesting help, so that there's a little bit of triage on the front end. And then obviously, we would love to be able to increase the numbers of people we're able to touch and to help, and to continue to expand our reach to further partnerships with vet practices, to further our relationship with Sponsor a Pet, so that we can, sort of grow our profile. We're a very small local organization. We have a very limited budget. And so having to say no to people is really difficult. And having the means to be able to say yes to more people um, is what would allow me to sleep better at night.
It's always the cart before the horse,
Yeah,
right? You
truly.
know, it's how do you grow with the funds that you have, but and all that. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, as an
And like,
organization, we've had the same issues before too, right? Like we're self-funded,
yeah,
and and it's about finding people that could come in and see the vision and where you're going and how you're going to get there, and be able to make it happen. You
yeah.
know, um,
You know, and my experience in nonprofit management is hands-on. I haven't any coursework. It's not my professional background. It's really been trial by fire. Um, and so, you know, being able to work with organizations that do understand best practices, that have a marketing and communications component, um, which is not, again, not my natural background, um, is just such an asset for a small organization like ours.
Absolutely. And part of the biggest challenge I say with most nonprofits that you face is just they don't have that background typically, right? They have the passion and the love for the animals, and they know what they want to do, but it's almost you got to treat it as a business as well, right? Because you got to be able to manage your money that comes in. You got to be able to stretch it. You got to be able to be organized, and you need your processes in place. There's a whole gambit of things that go into it.
It's budgeting for the next year, having strategic goals. Um, all of these things are things that people have said, hey, can you send me your budget for next year? And I would be like, I make it up year to year. You can't do that on a continuous basis. Um, so that really, you don't know what you don't know. And so when someone asks for that, I say, let me get right back to you. And then look up how on earth do you do a strategic plan and budget when you don't know the money that's going to be coming in, so it's really learning on the job.
It is. Right? It's a trial by fire.
It is 100%.